your buddy Mikerowchip here, playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is Midwestern Rails episode 12. And we are here with M0138 Isla. And she is out of Mallstown. That's the yard she comes out of. And she right now is a local that is running M0138, which I already said. So she was storing all these cars here. And she's got those all done. Now, what she needs to do is she's got to come over here. We got to run around this fella right here. Now, is there a runaround track on this side? No. No, there is not. All right, wait. Adjusting microphone. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have to pull them forward. Now, somebody, after the last episode, somebody said, why bother sticking these here? Because then when I drop off tankers here, I got to come here. Then I got to go all the way back to here to push these onto this track. Why not put them onto this track? And that, my friends, makes a whole lot of sense. I should have, right? I should have been to put them over here. That way I got to go back and forth so far, right? Let's do this way, yeah. All right. It is a storage track, but we don't really need it right now. So why do that? And therefore, you only have to go in between these three tracks instead of this track, and then this track way over here. Plus, now, when I pull these forward, if they run around them, these are now in the way. Now, the question is, do I move these over to here? And I think the answer to that is going to be maybe. Yeah, no, I think the answer to that is going to be... Oh, no, wait a minute now. It might be yes. Because I got to run around these cars, which means I got to pull these forward. Right? Oh, how am I going to do this now? So, yeah, I'm going to have to because I'm going to pull these. Because I go back here, I can pull the one behind me there forward into these. But then I'll pull them up. I'll have to decouple the trails, put these up, be blocking two tracks. All right, yeah. I think we're going to put them over here. Now, the question is, are we going to have enough room? I think the answer is yes. I mean, we can always sneak them down these spurs, right? Except for this one right here where we got some tankers already being serviced. So, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. My brain's hurting now. Here we go. All right. Now, this should be backwards for her, right? Yeah, it is. Very guten Tag. All right, what does she got here? I forget. What kind of engines are these? I don't know. This one here is a ES, it looks like. It's a C44-9W. Okay. And then what's this one up here? This one is a ES44DC. See, there are differences between the two. Trying to recognize differences. There's smoke. The exhaust is closer to the end on this one. Is it really, though? Maybe not. There are differences, but do I really want to sit here and try to figure out what they are? Not right now. Okay. Which probably means not ever. All right, so come over here. I'm not real good, as you probably already know, in identifying the engines all the time. I'm usually within the ballpark. I don't know, is a C44, is that what that one was? A C44 the ballpark of an ES? I don't know, they look very similar. I mean, I do see that there are differences. And now I feel like I've gone on too long about this topic. Let's talk about something else. Alrighty. We're going to pull all these box cars off the main line here and put them on this side track here, right? Yeah. Now, where does this track go? I forget. Right there. Yeah. Probably for a switch engine is probably why it was put there. Okay. Probably should have been, doing the bell and all that good stuff, too. That's all right. That's all right, because, I don't know. We already got two customers. at the level crossing there. All right. Again, on Coal Country, those would have lifted up by now. Using those new crossings, which I forget the name of now. But then I'd have to go through and to put those in, it's not just a matter of deleting those and slapping them in. There's, you got to, like, quote unquote, set them up. So I'd have to learn how to do all that. Which is not impossible, just not something I wish to do right now. Go. Pull these out of the way. Stick them down this track over here. Then pull that cut that's behind me there that you just saw moments ago. Do the crossover. Pull that one up. Run around it. And then continue drilling this yard here. This tiny little yard. That's what we're doing. So buckle up. Buckle in. Buckle something. Okay. I was messing around on the internet. You know how one does. And I saw that back in 1910, someone had invented and then somewhat perfected a one-rail train. Not like a monorail where it's real thick. Or the track below it's real thick. This was on regular, like these rails right here, except it's only one rail. It was crazy. He was using gyroscopes to keep it, I'm double checking these, to make it not just fall over like you think it would. And they were showing it. Crazy invention. And of course, the appeal was that you only have to lay down half as many materials due to the fact that you only need one rail, not two. And he got it to work. He actually had a passenger train that would balance on one rail. You got to look at it. It's got like two gyroscopes in it, and they show you step by step all the physics behind it. It's really quite a good video. What was it called? I don't know. I should have come more prepared. But if you just put a single rail train in there, I'm sure it'll come up. It was on YouTube. Now time for a drink. In the end, though, it turned out to be not practical. Though the guy said for two reasons. One, because they'd already done so much in two-rail trains at that time that, that was the driving force. That was the tendency of the railroads. And number two, this guy found out that the gyroscope had to be put on every car. And these things were not small. They can't be small gyroscopes. They're huge. And so they were taking up a lot of room. And so people kind of finally went, nah, let's not do that. So just thought it was interesting. Didn't know anyone had ever invented that. Never heard of one before even. I should be probably watching this way, not assuming I have enough room. Alrighty. We're only a minute away from quitting time. And I might advance the day before she goes on to her next customer. Okay, we'll stop it right there. Very good. Now, how much room do we have left here? Oh, yeah. That should be enough for what we have left back over there. Now, what's that? Oh, those are the shadows. I was thinking, why are there fences going? But there's not. Why is there? What is this circular shadow coming from? Oh, from the top. It's the railing off the tanker. Okay. All right. Apply. Back up. There we go. Now we're going to have to go all the way back and grab onto this right here. Yes, we are. Here we come. A C44 9W. Okay. I was right when I said that earlier. Or did I say C40? I don't know. I don't know. Now, it makes sense that they have a switcher track here. Am I going to put a switcher here is the question. Right now, I'm leaning towards no, but that could change. Because the tanks aren't going to take too long to fill up or unload. So they're going to want a switcher here to move the tanks in and out. And again, the other problem with doing that is it's really not going to work the way it should. Because then I'd have to put them in as having a quote-unquote turn all of the switchers up and down the route at all the different customers. And that's really going to eat into time with the locals. So I'm thinking right now I'm not going to model that prototypically. Okay, now we got to set these up for a runaround, which means we'll pull them past here, right? Yeah, definitely. And then is this set this way? Yes. Yes. Okay, yeah. So we'll run across that way. We got a green. We got a green light, so the track is clear. Here we go. Now we'll move them. Here we go. We'll move them out to here, right? Yeah. Okay. See, now we'd have been hitting those boxcars I had on the main line, pushing them forward. Would have been messy. And now I'm seeing that we have a lot more boxcars than I thought we had. So it may not work completely, but we'll do what we can. Which is always the case, isn't it? And don't we always do what we can in every aspect of our lives? Well, maybe not every aspect. Some of us, me included, we take shortcuts. Human nature. That's what I tell my wife. She never buys that excuse, but that's what I tell her every time anyway. Just because it fails every time is no reason to stop trying. Okay, slow this down now. There we go. Slow it way down. And you got enough clearance there. That'll do. That'll do. How far did we get this way? Oh, I like it. Apply. Decouple. Here we go. Continuing forward now. Alrighty. This way and then this way, right? Yep. And then we'll want to switch those back into mainline service as soon as she gets across them. So any other train coming here. Kenneth is stuck. Yeah, that happened at the end of the last episode. Kenneth, you're going to have to waiteth until we're doneth doing thiseth. Okay. Here we go. Beautiful. And now back it up. We're on the mainline tracks here. We're not in a yard. We can add a little extra speed to it, huh? But she don't have a lot of jump out of the blocks, does she? No, we're talking about, you know, several 100-ton engines. They're not going to really spring to life for you. Okay, beautiful. Wait, how was that one already switched? No. All right, coming back this way now. All the way back to here. Switch that this way. This will switch to this way. One down here on this side is still... Oh, it's probably because these cars are too close to it. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm thinking this one now we are going to have to do the long... Putting the cars back on this track here. Do the long way, like I did last time, when I didn't need to do it. But we'll see. We might be able to sneak it on there. We'll see. Plus, if I do it the short way, I may not have the enjoyment of having these people having to wait for me to finish. It brings joy to my heart to make people's lives miserable. Not IRL, though. The computer people. Because it's fun. All right. Right there. Switch. And that one is, yeah. This one should be, it is. Wait a minute. There we go. The microphone was in my eye line. I couldn't see where the keys were. In my line of sight, I guess eye line is not really a word, is it? Here we go. Little Doppler effect there. Okay, here we go now. Completing the runaround. Here we go. No, wait a minute. Whoa. Before we do anything, the last one we need to bring down. Oh, I was hoping we'd be able to get more than really just 3. Yeah, there's no way they're going to fit on there. Gosh darn it. So that would mean that we're going to have to... We could either do the long... Shuffle them over there onto this track. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, you know, it is what it is. Okay, there we go. So we'll apply the handbrake. Yep, right here. Okay, now I'm thinking of something else we could do to speed up the process. Although, you know, really, trying to make as few moves as possible, like a real railroad. Yeah. No, let me do this. Well, I'm stumbling on my words. Like a real railroad would. Thank you. I'm also thinking of another way we could do this, where dropping it off on this track is not going to be if I just start shoving tanker cars, well, the last one in there I think is an oil, right? That's the last one in this cut, or the first one, depending on how you're going to look at it, is an oil, and these are gasolines. So I'd want to put it onto this track right here. And just start shoving tankers onto there, and don't push them all the way to where they need to go. Just kind of like shoving them onto this track. So then all I got to do is go zoink, 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 zoink. You know what I'm saying? A lot of zoinking. All right. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's not going to make the people at the crossing very happy, but, you know, we covered that in the last video. Okay. Right there. Now, is this dwarf going to give us enough? That dwarf seems awful close. Yeah, we'll have to just eyeball it. Here we go. So there's the first tanker. And I checked before I started recording. These tankers all are destined to come here to Vernon. No doubt about it. Okay, right there ought to do. Whoop. Then apply. Here we go. Back it on up. Columbus and Greenville. On the entire map, there is no Columbus and there is no Greenville. Those are off-map cities. There we go. And there we are. And back the other way. Now we got quite a few boxcars to drop off before we get it. I think this is the first tanker right there where you see that little hole there. It's not solid box wall. Box wall, I mean boxcar wall all the way back. It's good. It's good. Here it comes. You know, when I record these videos, I think to myself, why didn't I start doing this? I've been playing this game for years and years and years. I'm in my late 50s now. And I've been playing it since I've been maybe 25. Yeah, a long time. Which is kind of sad. Uh-oh, here comes somebody. I heard the horn. When you consider things that I haven't, that I still make mistakes on. Who's this coming by? Oh, it's an engine's light. All right. That's kind of cool. But, see, now, good thing I put everything in mainline service. That's a lesson to be learned there. And, yeah, so, sometimes I think to myself, why didn't I start doing this a lot sooner? Not releasing, applying. There we go. And the answer to that is because I just didn't have time when I was younger. Now that I'm retired, I got, a lot of time. Not too much time. Never make that mistake. It's never too much time, in my book anyway. I love every second of it. But yeah, that's why. I just wouldn't have had time to do it and put the kind of effort I'm able to put into it today. So, yeah. You were denied my wonderful channel for years and years and years. And then I think to myself, well, let's not get too cocky, though, because when exactly did YouTube start up? Yeah. And what kind of software did they have back then? I was around before the internet was around. Yes, I was. So, you know, I mean, it keeps growing by leaps and bounds, but there weren't too many leaps and or bounds at the time I was around. So, I don't know how early I've been able to start, really, realistically. When was the internet really in a position to make doing something like this plausible? I don't know the answer to that. There we go. Yep. I mean, I was around when phone modems were around. Some of you may not even know what that is. And I would consider yourselves lucky. Those things, I mean, it worked. It got you on the internet, but it was, you know, America Online and all that stuff, AOL. Oh my gosh. Commodore 64. I owned a Commodore 128. Crazy. The old Atari system. All that fun stuff. All right. Shove these remaining boxcars now onto the main line here. I see. I could have. This would have also worked. Oh geez. Oh geez. Okay, there we go. The last time I did this. This is just much quicker. But again. Yeah, and the other thing too, you know, with me playing the game so long and yet I make so many mistakes yet or don't know how to figure things out or stuff like that. Yeah, but now I get to, before I'd play it, but I wouldn't be able to play it continuously like I do now. All right, maybe continuously is a little over the top, but I played so much more often now that you forget less in between sessions. This is what I'm getting at. And then all the stuff, you know, most people... What? Oh, okay, this is stuck. Okay. I hit the apply button and that popped up and I got confused for a second. But, you know, you got pressures at your job you got to think about. So, yeah. At any job. I'm not just saying my job. Alrighty. But I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. The one thing I would not have done, let's say I was, you know, young now, I would not have, because I don't have the I don't have the guts that some of these other YouTubers have to base my career on doing this. No way. I know I'm not that good. Yeah. There's just no way I'd have made it. My wife and I would have starved to death. It's what would have happened. Yeah, so that was the other thing, too. There was no way I would have ever been able to make a career out of this. My channel's not very big at all. What am I doing? I just, yeah. Yeah, would not have been successful at that at all. All right. So that's one thing, you know, that just doing it, recording everything is you know, the fun of it. I do not have any illusions that I could make a career out of this. Well, that's not set to derail now, is it? Is that derailing it? Just take that out. It bothers me. All right. I'm pretty sure I didn't flip it, so it should be fine because I already ran over the top with these boxcars. There we go. How many diesels we got here? Diesel, diesel. Are they all diesels? Look at that. They're all diesels. Son of a Gunderson. All right, so we got plenty of room? Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like we got plenty of room. We just got to back these up now just a ways here. Oh, look, the traffic got released behind us. There they all go. They're all on their way now. Okay, now the question is, well, we'll apply here. Decouple. Back up. Now the question is, I'm going to pull these out, obviously. And when I pull those out and I put them onto here, are we going to have enough room to run around? So we got these here, too. I think the answer to that's going to be no. The train is going to be too long. Well, right? Because, well, the runaround's back here. So I have to add this, push this forward, add all of those onto it. It's going to be too long to run around. Is there another runaround spot? Well, it's just right here. Right? And there's nothing further down the road here. He's got to go in this direction. Or she, I mean. He's got to go in that direction. Da-da-da-da-da. This is an interesting problem. All right, so, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do here. Which is with which? Yeah. I'm not sure. You can't really tell the crossovers on this, can you, very well? Oh, yeah, I guess you can. Not that distance. Like right here you can. So I'd have to run way in one direction or the other before I hit a crossover. I mean, what are you going to do, right? Besides cheat. Okay, let's turn off map mode. Let's go to her. Here we go. All right. So, what did I decide? I decided we're going to go forward, put these in here, and just see if we can make ourselves enough room to get a runaround. There's no other way I can think to go. Oh yeah, I'm at the wrong switch right now. We want to be at this switch right here because we got to pull these out. Alrighty then. The rumble of those engines. I know I say it a lot, but every time I say it, I mean it. I love the rumble of those engines. All right, so let's see what we're going to do here. She's just got a lumbering giant. That's what it is. So I have to put, once I hook them onto this one here, I have to push them as forward as I can and still be able to operate that crossover switch. And then we'll see where we land. And if it is nowhere, then I'll just have to look at the map, see which direction I'm going to have to run in to make the shortest runaround move. Okay, here we go now. So this way. Okay, then this way, right? And then straight ahead, yeah. I'm thinking we're going to have to do a long run around. That's That's what me thinks. As I come back here, we're going to go across this. Watch these signals in action. Because we got to clear that switch stand right there. Alrighty. Yeah, there's no way. I know it's not a very positive attitude, but I just feel like there's no way we're going to fit all these box cars in between the two. I mean, we couldn't fit them. Well, no, but remember I had a lot of tankers, right? I was going to say we couldn't fit them on the way here, so why would I think? Well, because I dropped a lot of tank cars. That's going to cut down on our length. Our length, if you will. Okay. And there we go. Hey, buddy. Welcome to the show. I wonder if a real railroad ran into this problem. Would they first run to, somewhere down the road and get rid of all these box cars first before doing this so they wouldn't have to do a long run around? I mean, if so, and they very well may do that, that's a lot of planning. That's somebody sitting down with the maps and going, this is what's got to happen. I mean, that's impressive. I mean, what they do now is impressive, but that would be even more impressive. To be able to think that far ahead. All right, now we're going to have to watch here because we don't want to slam into these unrealistically. I'm starting to have more hope now. Maybe. Because we can go to the second crossover that's further down behind us here. All right, we'll hook onto these rail boxes. There we go. And now we can push them. So we can actually push them all the way up to here, right? Because I could run around on this track. I don't have to run around on this one. Yeah, it's looking like a definite maybe. Not very confident, but sometimes you gotta choose your words carefully. Now let's see where we are. Where are we? Oh, we're already good. Well, look at that. I knew it all along. All right. Now, these cars are going to be blocked. I could push them forward, but I have to push them so forward to lift those gates, so we're not going to worry about it. Yeah, sorry, folks. There we go. We do have enough room to run around. I have done some serious misjudgment on these moves, but it is what it is. Okay. Of course, I'm moving out onto this track with no idea if there's a train coming in this direction. I'm relying on the dispatcher, who doesn't exist because I'm the dispatcher. If Otto were here, he would have stopped me from throwing those switches. Unless I, of course, request mainline authority. Now, if you don't know who Otto is, I guess I should explain that. He is the dispatcher from Run 8. And he will stop you from doing things that will cause accidents. Now, you can override him, but, yeah. Okay, so we're going to come over to here now. And I can either back in or forward in. I guess it doesn't make a difference, huh? Not the back up either way, so it's not going to make a difference. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll come over here. That one's all ready. Very good. Even though the crossings are down, you can't get by anyway. Safety third dictates we have to do that. Am I already at the front engine? Oh, yeah, I am. Okay. I'm already at lead engine. Didn't think I was. Alrighty. Work our way back to this side. Just got to clear this switch right here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. We'll be ready to roll. Roll out of Vernon. Cool shot right there, huh? Let's get down a little bit lower. I like this. This is a good thumbnail right here. I like this. Right. Remember to drive. Remember to drive. Oh, yeah, that's right. There we go. This one's all ready. Yep. We'll back it on up. There we go. Back to mainline service. Thank you. Mainline service. Not yet. Not yet. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Now, where does she go to next? I'm going to have to write down that she dropped off, the one she dropped off. I can do that later, though. I don't have to do it with you guys here. So she went to Vermin Fuels. Then the next one in line. Well, do I have them in line here? Okay, so I have Vermin Fuels, but no, I got Vermin Fuel there, too. I'm looking at my spreadsheet, and I'm confused now. Is it Bluesky? So we got to go to... We already went to Warrego. The only place we have left to go was Bluesky Logistics. Then we have to go to Bluesky McLean. That's it, right? Let's test that. So here's McLean. There's Logistics. McLean, Logistics, McLean, Logistics, McLean, Logistics. Oh, they're not stacked very nicely. McLean and Logistics, yeah. So that's where she's got to go next. And McLean and Logistics, between the two of them, which one do I think is closer? It's McLean. So we will go to Bluesky, right? We just want to go to Bluesky? Sure. I think that's how I have it set up here. All right. So we want to go to Bluesky. Navigate to track mark. There it is, Bluesky. Oh, look, she's going to get over on the right-hand side even. Isn't that nice? That's a beautiful thing. Okay. It is 17:35, So we'll watch until 1740 with a line side camera activated. I never remember if the routes have it or not. I mentioned that on another route, and somebody said, somebody told me, you know, either it does or does not. And I went, oh, thank you. And I immediately forgot which one they were talking about. I think it was the CNO. I'm not sure. Thank you for your input, but I missed out. All right, we'll switch over to this side. There we go. People of Vernon, I'm leaving you for now. I'll probably be back. In fact, I will be back, just it may be a while. There we go. He's on our way, but now before let's go back to that camera and then come to here. I should have made sure of this beforehand that all the cars are moving. Yeah, they are. I got to be my own end of train device. So I guess I should have went. Dee-dee-dee. There you go. She moves. What? There's no crossing coming up, is there? I did not do that. I'm an innocent man. Let's go back to line side again. Maybe this is the map they said didn't have line sides in it. I forget. Oh, is it doing it because of this farm road right here? You wouldn't think so now, would you? I mean, it is a crossing, but it's like a farm road crossing. Alrighty. Now, according to this, and we just left there, Bluesky, no, that's Vermin. Yeah. It says completed 5 out of 5. Is this another farm road coming up? Well, this is a service road coming up, I'm pretty sure. First of all, it's way too early. Second of all, you shouldn't be blowing it for these. Come on, pal. Yeah, and that's my own fault because I put those in. Not the game. Or the, I should say, not the person who made this route. And we got some speed going, though. I don't know how far it is to Bluesky. No idea. Yeah, so I was saying the Vermin Fuel 1 tanks that were there are ready to be, are in there and not ready to be picked up yet, but they're in there. They're being serviced. That's why I had that there. Oh, okay. Just trying to work through my brain how I'm running this one. This one's a lot more complicated than my usual routes, so. But I think I got it. I think everything's working fine. Yeah, so in episode 13, we'll stick with Isla as she makes her way out towards Bluesky. And I'll start the next video off with her on her way to Bluesky, and then we'll put you on pause until we get there. Because this is going to be the end here when we hit 1740 in the upper right-hand corner. But we are in the butter zone, and I got other things to do. I got a life to live. There it is. I got a life to live. Well, I hope you guys had fun here. I had another blast. That was really a lot of fun. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that I now have to go and live my own life, well, this just may not be the channel for you.